And they're beer fans from Utopian Brewing. It becomes this Bohemian Lager. Now, I do love a good Bohemian Lager. It's just a fancy, I'm going to say it's a fancy name for a Czech lager. It's a little bit more than that. But what I'm really hoping from this is it's really soft, malty with perhaps a little bit of floral character coming through. Yeah, I want a little gentle and pronounced bitterness as well, please. Hi everybody, welcome to Andy's Beer Reviews. Yes, through Utopian Brewing in Devon comes this Bohemian Lager coming at 4.2% ABV. I've had a beer from these guys before. I think it was their Keller lager. I think they do a lot of lagers. And I remember it being really nice. So I'm pleased I managed to pick up another one. Let's get into a glass. Cold in here today. Very cold. It means the beers don't need to go in the fridge. I'm going to say they don't need to go in the fridge, but believe me, the fridge isn't sitting empty. I've got so many beers. Got some new beers as well from Bennett Brewing, my brewery, one of my breweries of the year last year. So looking forward to trying them as well. So there we go. We've got a clear. I think it's clear. Yeah, it's a clear. There's maybe a slight haze to that. Lovely golden, slightly dark golden, which is what I'm expecting. Lager with a beautiful, fluffy white head. Get the aroma, shall we? Yeah, it's lovely. It's sweet malt, and there's a little hop character coming through on it as well. There's like a little bit of it's a little bit of floral character coming through on that. Right, looks good, smells good. Let's taste it. Cheers, everybody. That's nice. It is nice. Bohemia. So you see something like a Bohemian Lager. It is really nowadays just a Czech lager. Bohemia is where Pilsner used to be. Pilsen used to be where Pilsners were first brewed. So yeah. So technically, a Bohemian Lager is the closest thing we can now brew to one of the original Pilsners. But the term just gets used a lot, not by all brewers, a lot, just mean Czech lager. These guys, because I think they do a lot of lagers using, I think they use British hops and malts, but they do tend to try and, brewed 100% British ingredients. They do try and like to brew beers like they're supposed to be brewed. So I'm sure what they've done is they've gone back and they've had a look at what an original Pilsner would have been like, and that's what they brewed. A really good Bohemian Lager is a really nice thing. Now, as compared to a German Pils, slightly different, a little bit darker in colour, which I think is what we've got there. They tend to be a little bit maltier. These tend to have a little bit more, like I said in the introduction, a little bit more pronounced bitterness. They're not too bitter, but they use the hops really well, and so you get that little bit of a sharp, biting bitterness, which is what I like about Czech lagers over German lagers. I like that extra little bit of malt. I like that little bit of bitterness to come through as well. But I'm getting that with this. It's a really nice lager. First thing to mention is the softness on it. Again, on the introduction, I said I expect it really soft. Czech beers are famous for being really soft. It's the water. So as long as the water's been conditioned with these guys, or anybody that brews these lagers, it comes out really nice, really silky smooth in the mouth, which this does. You've got a little bit of sweet malt there, a little bit of floral flavour coming through. There's a little bit of spiciness in there as well. So yeah, when somebody like me says spiciness, I don't mean it tastes like a curry. Just a little bit of pepperiness in there, which then goes on to be a little bit bitter, which is really nice. Got a nice dry finish. It's smooth and really very good for the style. Mm. The one thing I like about reviewing beers is learning a little bit about beers as well, and how they should be brewed. Obviously, do my own brewing. When you look at something like Bohemian Lager, look at what it actually means and what the style should actually dictate. And it means I can look at this and go, actually, it's brewed really well. Style, it's thereabouts. It's a really nice lager. Score wise, Utopian Brewing. That's a nice lager. I'm going to score it a 9 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10 from Andy's Beer Reviews. If you've given this a try, share your thoughts in the comments, please. You can do me another little favour. Like I said, I've had the Keller from these guys before. Now this one. What the beers should be getting from this brewer? Let me know. Until next time, everybody, enjoy beers. Cheers.